watching over the new champions of Ivy League Wrestling, the 2026 Ivy League Wrestling Tournament. And we're glad to welcome you back here inside Levy and Jim in Morningside Heights. My cousins and Pat Glory, former national champion at Princeton. What a start to the evening that we have had here. First two matches were won by major decision, then a few decisions in a row, and last we just saw Caesar Whalen in sudden victory against Caesar Alvin against Ty Whalen of Princeton.
Yeah, no, first overtime match of the finals. Phenomenal job of both guys to stay in the match, and a phenomenally close and competitive match. I'm hoping we see more of that in these last couple matches to go here, but so far, phenomenally competitive first half to this finals match, and it's just been phenomenal to watch and sit here and enjoy.
In just the second year of this event, Alvin was the first of the Columbia 5 to go today. 5 in the back half for the Lions. And next up will be Nick Fine at 174 pounds, ranked 25th this year and 24-7 during the regular season against Simon Ruiz, who has not taken a loss this year.
At 174 pounds, wearing the green and representing Columbia, Nick and his opponent, wearing the red and representing Cornell,
with 2 allocations at 174 pounds, so Ruiz and Fine both headed to Cleveland. Only one will arrive as the Ivy League champion. Simon Ruiz, perfect in the regular season, ranked only behind Penn State's Levi Haynes, and in the regular season against Fine, well, the Lion had a 10-match winning streak coming into that duel and had that snapped as Ruiz was a winner 8-5.
Yeah, Simon Ruiz, returning All-American, phenomenal wrestler, and someone who I truly believe can win a national championship coming up here in a few weeks. But Nick Fine, giving him fits in the last match against the last match they wrestled against each other, and he's seasoned vet in his own right, and I know he wants to go into Cleveland with a gold medal from the Ivy League hanging around his neck.
Ruiz, 5th place finish last year, was the Ivy League champion and followed in the footsteps of some recent Cornell wrestlers who have had great success in their first year at the NCAA championships. Think about Yanni Diakomahalis, won the first of his 4 titles back in 2018. That was last time NCAAs were in Cleveland. Vito Arujau was 4th in 2019, and Myers Shapiro in his first year finished in 3rd place.
Nice single leg there from Simon Ruiz, bringing it all the way up. Looking to collect this takedown, but Nick Fine just doing a really good job in the scramble, finding that ankle, being really stingy and making it tough for Simon to finish this. And he's looking to get some height in his own right now. He's keeping that foot shoved. Simon Ruiz getting weight on that front foot. Man, nice scramble so far here. Both guys doing a really good job avoiding giving up their own respective takedowns, but Ruiz getting closer here.
And he's got the 3. Fine did a really good job, though. Now you get into a potentially dangerous situation there. Fine just had to power with his hamstring, basically, to try and fend off Ruiz.
Yeah, great flexibility from both individuals in that scenario. You know, it's really hard to find that flexibility in those positions, and they work a lot on the, stretching and things like that to be able to get in those positions.
Fine looking to get out on bottom. Senior from Cumberland, Rhode Island. His dad, Greg, who grew up in Cranston, Rhode Island, also wrestled at Cornell from 1986 to 1989 at 150 pounds. Simon Ruiz on top here with a 3-0 lead. A two-time state champion at the Del Barton School in New Jersey. We've got a couple of those guys wrestling here today of the 20 in the finals.
And a coach in Mike Gray.
And a commentator, and it's not me.
And Simon Ruiz, he's just such a good, holistic wrestler. He's great from all three positions. Top, I would argue, it may be his best position. He just super stingy, up over a minute of riding time after a pretty volatile first takedown, one that was induced by a scramble from Nick Fine, rather. And, yeah, I mean, you see his accolades right here, 15-0, couple key wins, Facundo and Singleton, obviously really tough wrestlers. But Simon, his goals are not to get back on the podium this year. His goal is to be at the top of that podium, and I really do believe that he's capable of doing so.
Well, his ability on top powered him through the semifinals. Took on number 4 seed Caden Bellis of Penn and beat him Techfall 18-2. For Fine, it was a 5-1 victory over Princeton's Holden Garcia. Had more than 2 minutes of riding time, but if he wants to be able to build any of that, he's got to get out here. Looking for a reversal and maybe more.
Oh, man, almost had that cradle locked up for a quick second, but really good job by Ruiz to not let that happen, but he's still going to get a reversal here. Going right back for that cradle, too.
So 3-2 on the reversal. Riding time still 90 seconds in favor of Ruiz.
Yeah, Fine get himself right back into this match with that reversal, and he's good on top, too.
Yeah, both of these guys excellent in the top position.
Fine likes to throw legs in. He's doing a good job so far. Ruiz trying to throw him off, but Fine doing a good job keeping his hips in. He's breaking him flat now. Collecting that wrist, really good job by Fine thus far now. Ruiz is riding time up, down under a minute now. And he's got this arm bar. He's looking to get to work with it. Getting a little too high, looks like, seemingly.
Potentially dangerous call has gone both ways. 20 seconds to go, second period. These guys are both like a hydraulic press when they're on top. Reversal and swipes. The period's over. Looking to see if those shoulder blades hit the ground. Almost won it on the edge there at the end of the second. Ruiz with a reversal and then some. Mike Reyes, he had a brick. And instead, it's Columbia's corner. I think they're challenging for the swipes.
Yeah, Fine wanted to go double over. She just got a little too cute, and Ruiz just saw it coming, capitalized on it, right feet to back, right at the end of the period. Man, that was a hugely pivotal moment in the match so far, and it looks like they're going to take another look at this. But man, what a pivotal differentiator in this match.
It was 3-2 and now 9-2 pending the outcome of this independent review. I don't think time was an issue here. You tell us, pal, what you think if the angle was right here to get those back points.
Yeah, I definitely think that the takedown was there. I think it may be a function of how many back points he could have gotten with the fact that there was only, 4 or 3 seconds left. So it might be 2 back points versus 4.
I think it's got to be. Yep. Because by the time that third one was being counted out, the period was effectively over.
I think that's right. I think that's what they're taking a look at now to see what that actually looked like from a buzzer perspective.
Now, the funny part about that is unless my eyes deceive me, I thought I saw Mike Gray pick up his brick too, thinking about throwing it. Instead, it came from Columbia's corner, and they may have a good case here. So let's see.
After return to 3 near, not 4.
So they remove one near fall point, and the lead is 8-2 in favor of Ruiz heading to the third period.
I keep having to remind myself that a third swipe is a third point now.
Right.
Because it's not something that I'm used to. Rules obviously have been changing in the last few years, but I think that's the right call. I don't think that there was enough time on the clock for there to be that fourth swipe.
Well, if there's any reminder of the things that are constantly changing in wrestling, just go back to what we told you earlier about Columbia's Nick Fine and his dad, Greg, wrestled at 150 pounds. We don't have 150 pounds. We don't have an unlimited weight class either anymore.
Exactly.
20 seconds into the third period, 6 points the lead for Ruiz, who was a winner during the regular season by a takedown.
Yeah, really good job. Simon Ruiz just hand fighting control in center. He's obviously in the driver's seat at this point in the match. And if you're Nick Fine, you got a minute left now. You got to just start opening up and really trying to figure out how to get points on the scoreboard. With a 6-point deficit, it's going to take something like a feet to back.
No time for passivity, and a win here for Fine would leapfrog Columbia past Penn. Their Lions are in third place right now, just 2.5 points behind the Quakers. Cornell with a comfortable cushion, 14 points between them and Penn for first and second place. And after this, Cornell has only one more wrestler on the night, and that'll be next at 184 pounds. There's 6 seconds to go. Fine does not get a shot off here. And the differentiating factor at 174 pounds was a reversal and 3 near fall points for Simon Ruiz, the Ivy League champion at 174.
Yeah, didn't get too stirred up by the reversal he gave up earlier in the match. Just found a way to collect a feet to back off of a throw from Nick Fine and gets his hand raised and becomes the Ivy League championship at 174. And a really good job here. Just Nick Fine just tried to get a little too fancy and put himself in a bad position. But, you know, props to Simon Ruiz for being in that position and being ready to capitalize on it.